Praise the Lord, kids, and good morning to you. How are you today? Let's start our second lesson of this third homeschooling week with the grammar lesson, okay? Last week we talked about conditionals, zero and first conditional. Today we're going to talk about, next right here, the second conditional, okay? It says we use the second conditional when we want to talk about future events that are probably not going to happen or not going to be true. It's a probability that is not going to happen. So let's set an example just right here between us. If I study hard, I may not pass the exam. You see, something like that. You can see right there in the video clip how can we work. Remember how I like to split the sentences with the plus sign, and we always start with the personal pronoun, and then we use the plus symbol, and we can see more clear the examples of the sentences. Okay. The rule apply also for the second conditional of the use of the comma. When we invert the place of the if clause and the result clause, when we have the result clause in the first place, there's no need to use of the comma. Okay, take a good look at it, and after that you can send me the picture of your work, and I may it take me a couple of days to answer all your emails, but I will. Okay, if you have any doubts of this, let me close this one right here. Any doubt of this lesson, you can contact me. Don't worry about it. I will see you guys soon, probably. And then if you guys want to chat or create a hangout classroom for us and we can talk, just invite me. I will be happy to join you guys. Take care. Be safe. Praise the Lord, everyone, and good morning to you, kids. Let's start with our second lesson of this third homeschooling week. And as you know, I love grammar, and today's lesson is, I think so. It's a grammar lesson. Last week we take a good look at the conditionals. Remember, zero and first conditional. Today's lesson is going to be about, the second conditional. Pretty simple lesson. Let's pay attention because you will see that it's pretty simple. Okay, let's take a look. We use the second conditional when we talk about future events that are probably not going to be true. Okay, something that is a possibility, but it may not happen. Here is how we use the second conditional. Remember how I love to do this with the plus symbol, and then this is the way we split second conditional sentence. If plus past simple clause, comma, would or would not, plus verb in base form. Okay, let's take a good look at the first example right there. Okay, let's take this back. Example: if I, remember personal pronoun, had $1 million, comma, I would buy a Porsche. Okay, I like that. Well, actually I prefer a Lamborghini, but it's just an example. Okay, if I had $1 million, comma, that's the if clause, comma, I would buy a Porsche. Okay, result clause. Okay, next example: if I met Queen Elizabeth, comma, I will ask her to have tea with me. Okay, if clause, separated by a comma, and result clause. You see, if and would. Take a good look at that would, because it's going to help you with the exercises down below. So, in a statement using the second conditional, the if clause can also come second. without changing the meaning of the sentence. Remember that in these cases, we don't need to use a comma. Examples right here. If I won, I would celebrate. Yep. If we change the position of the if clause and the result clause, we don't use the comma. You see? I would celebrate if I won. There's no comma there. Pretty simple, right? Now, let's go and work in our exercise right here. Yep. Fill in the blank with the correct tense of the verb in the parentheses to form the second conditional. Remember, right here we're going to use past simple clause. So, what is the past of have? Interesting. I will say had. If I had okay, a lot of money, always, you see, would. See right there? Would, or would not. You can choose would, affirmation, or would not, negative. Okay, let's go back to our blank space. If I had a lot of money, I would buy a big house. You see what I did there? I used would, and buy stands like that because it says verb in base form. There's no need to change it to past. Okay? Work on this, guys, and after this we can go and take a good look to our next class. That will be verb tense review, simple present tense. I think we already work on this, so this is going to be for our next lesson. Okay, I'll give you next another video clip attached to this one of me telling you some interesting and cool stuff. So I'll see you in a second. Here I am again.